All right, y'all, man. It's your boy LCD1. LCD1 to be exact, man. Back with a long overdue live. I haven't done a live in so long, especially in this break room. As y'all know, I used to do the hood news report like almost every day, probably like two headlines a day. But I deceased all that because I'm pressed by other matters. But anyway, man, let's talk about this real quick. And we got to address this, man, because the rhetoric, I heard from Stephen A. Smith today on his podcast, was like disturbing to me. You know what I'm saying? Um, uh, how distasteful he was speaking about the performance of Bam Adebayo scoring 83 points, okay, to become the second player ever in NBA history to achieve such a stat, okay. As y'all know, Will Chamberlain scored 100 points in the game. Uh, then right behind him, my constituent, rest in heaven, Kobe Bryant, my group, my generation, uh, which I think, in my opinion, is probably the best basketball group generation that we have ever seen. Because I think it's more Hall of Famers from my group than any other group in NBA history. All right, let's keep that uh, 100. Okay, but anyway, um, Kobe, as y'all know, he scored 81 points against the Toronto Raptors. I think this was what, like 2000 is, I forget the actual date, but he did that with, I think, Achilles heel injury. That was very impressive. Hard to do, okay? Playing injured, he still scored 81 points. So I think he injured or reactivated the injury during that game. Now, who always told me, man, my Uncle Harry, rest in heaven to my Uncle Harry. He said these guys are professional basketball players. When you make it to the NBA, you are a professional basketball player. Okay? No matter what team you play on, you're a professional because you made it to the NBA. Let's take that into consideration. You gotta think about that. Now, uh, they was talking about Bam. I didn't see the whole full highlight of how he did it, but you gotta keep in mind he did it. He scored 83 points in a game in modern time. Now you gotta think about this. This is the millennial era right now. My generation is gone. Generation X. LeBron, he kind of like backtelling a little bit of that generation. Kind of came from our generation because he played in our generation. Um, you got to think about it, where we at now. Okay, these players don't play no defense. I don't care how good you coach them. They play a lot though, and they shoot a lot. So their precision and accuracy is a little bit different, from when we played. Um, it's a little more physical because they was just coming out of the Jordan era into, you could say, Kobe Bryant era, where it was hand checking the Jordan era. Then they took it away in Kobe Bryant era just a little bit. They beat him up though. They did beat Kobe up for about 5, 6 years before they actually implemented that rule, and it was because of somebody like Shaquille O'Neal. Okay, he dominated and the way he played, and they made a lot of rules up because of the way he was dominating. It was just something that they never had seen before. Okay, this is nothing that's not different from that. He's a big piece of big, a stretch big. Okay, you can't discard his skill. Okay, this dude is very skillful. He probably could do it. He probably could score 150 points on any team because he's that skilled. Okay, he played with Dwayne Wade. Okay, played with Jimmy Butler. Bam is a very, very skilled big. He played on the Olympic team with LeBron, won a gold medal. So I'm listening to Stephen A. Smith. That's the uncle stuff. He the big homie and stuff, right? World-renowned journalist, analyst, and I'm gonna miss Eden because of this. Because it has to be said, man. Stephen A. Smith was wrong, man, for downing Bam's performance. He really was because you gotta think about this. This guy's in the NBA. These are NBA players. They professional basketball players. No matter who you play against on any given night, anyone can get it. It's just that simple. If you're not playing, then be constituents, okay? Stephen A. Smith played basketball. I'm alumni. I played basketball, so we forever constituents on that end. He know just as well as I know. If you hot that night, you the hot player. You gonna get the touches. Coach gonna say keep feeding him the ball, okay? Eric Esposa is the veteran Hall of Fame coach, okay? Keep feeding him the ball. I don't know what was the results of the game, like, if they was behind or whatever, for him to go off like that. But he's the star of the team now, okay? Jimmy Butler was down there. He was clowning when he was there, okay? So he gonna get the ball, okay? Period. Point blank, period. That's it. He gonna get the touch. He's gonna get the ball. He gonna get the rock. How you want to put it, he gonna get the ball, okay? Because he's the number one option on the team, right? So, and all that stuff that he was doing wasn't made up. The way they play now is like a video game. That's what you watching now. It's like shit. You know how you play NBA 2K. Like my cousin Coach knows, make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. He don't like to play on superstar level when you playing in a regular season or regular mode. He want to put it on the pro level. That's what we was watching. Them guys, Washington, I don't know who they played before they got to, before Miami got there. Or did they go to Miami? I don't know. I'm going to look at all that stuff, but I may do this on my podcast, on my sports rundown show, because that's why I analyze things on my sports rundown show. But I was going to do some short clips, but this required a lengthy statement, okay, remarks, okay, from what Stephen A. Smith said, because I disagree with everything he said, man, because he knows just as well as I know. They professional basketball players. On any given night, you can get it, okay? Hey, it was the coach's decision, okay? His game plan didn't probably work. They didn't know he was going to do that. And then when he did start scoring like that, he scored 31 points in the first quarter. They should have clamped down then. They should have started doubling him. I mean, Toronto had a different coach, but, you know, it's all about the coach, like how he would game plan, even to make adjustments during the game when things like this happen. So he didn't do that, so he dropped the ball on that. You got to point the finger at the coach because they do have some great players on that team still. They got some good players on that damn team. Even some of the players hurt. They got some great players on the Washington Wizards team. Like I said, that is a professional NBA basketball team. They are professionals, so it is what it is. That's what happened. They just got cooked that night. They got caught slipping. Okay, Bam probably knew coming in. He probably already knew his strategy on how he was going to approach the game. He probably told the coach, like, look, let me go ahead and attack these guys. I don't think they're ready for this night. And that's what happened. He attacked them, and that was the game plan. Go through Bam Bam, and he executed. Point blank, period. He executed. He played good basketball. Damn good basketball that night. Okay? Made history at the free throw line. I'm simply listening to the Houston Rockets head coach talking about, like, yeah, all them free throws, yeah. Shit, you can't stop him. What else can you do? Shit, he doing moves out there and step backs and all this and that. And he got skills. He got real skills, man. He was finessing them guys out there. So, shit, if somebody dominating like that, how can you stop them? Same thing what Kobe did. It wasn't no different. He was hot that night. He was going to the free throw line too. They was fouling him. He was attacking the basket. And he a big too. He's 6'10". Shit. And he jumped like a damn frog still. So yeah, it was just a dominant performance. So I'm just saying, this can happen from any other player in the NBA this season. This season's still early. I mean, it's coming to like it's like mid-season now. But yeah, I mean, it can happen. Any one of these players can get hot. Luka can get hot. Shit, even our little player Buzella can get hot. Jokic can get hot. Giannis can get hot. Fucking Harden can get hot. Fuck around, score 90. It's not like they were just letting this happen. They couldn't defend what was going on. You gotta give kudos to the Miami uh, coaching staff for the game plan, number one, because it worked. Shit. And they made history that damn night. For one player. Shit. They got Tyler, I think, no, Tyler Hero gone. He not on that squad no more. I don't think. No, I think he still is on Miami Heat, I think. But it was other great players on that team too. That's right alongside him, aside him. But it was his night. So you just gotta take your hat out to him. No matter how it was got done, he made history, man. Period. That's it. And if he had a good ass game, take your hat out to him. He shot the damn ball very well. He made his free throws. Shit. What else can you say, man? Like, this shit wasn't made up, man. Same thing like I told my players when my homies here that was here. I was telling them, like, man, look, man. They kept begging me to play because they knew I was an all-star they didn't know I was an all-star basketball player, but they knew I hooped. And they kept, my homie Harvey Colito, he kept asking me, Mark, you gonna play with us? Yeah. So I told him I gotta get ready because I know what it's about. It's about the highlight. That's why I started my company. And I came out, led with the dunk with the Timberlands, and I was 80%. I played with them when I got to 90%, and I told them before we started, and I let them know, I was like, look, man, it's all about the highlight, okay? When you get out there, you just can't, this ain't no rehearsal. When that camera go on, you gotta perform. You gotta show up and perform. Okay, so I was like letting them know. I was letting them know ahead of time. Like, I asked them, could I tape it? They was like, yeah. So I was like, y'all gotta be ready, man, because when we turn that camera on, it's gonna see everything, and it's gonna tell the tale. Okay, either you can do it, either you got skills, or you can ball, or not. Okay, and that's what it did. So, yeah, shout out to Bam, man. He did damn good. Let's get up out of here, man. Y'all know I used to do this every day up in here, man. That's why I'm on this side. The west side is not the best side, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. But yeah, make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll probably do some more shorts, a short clip on this stuff, man. I missed lunch because of this. 'Cause I had to talk about it because I'm listening to Stephen A. Smith. Now, you did wrong, man. Come on, dog. You know you did wrong for saying that. You played ball, you was a hooper. That nigga was hooping. He was hooping. He a hooper that night. Any other night too. He be hooping. He a highlight reel. Come on, that's Bam Adebayo. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Olympian, gold medalist. Did he win a chip? I think he won a chip too, didn't he? I don't know. I gotta check. But yeah, you need to discard those. You need to be, and then also you have to be very apologetic to Bam Adebayo for your statement, your rhetoric. How you think he feel? You talking about him like that? He made NBA history, bro. All right, we gone.